In the rolling hills of Keringet in Kuresoi South, a quiet transformation is taking root. Here, farmers are rediscovering a way of life, one that works with nature, not against it. For generations, farming has been the backbone of this community, but rising costs, soil degradation, and unpredictable weather have made it harder to sustain livelihoods. Now, change is being driven by knowledge shared through hands-on learning and community support. At the heart of this movement is Irene Mureithi, working closely with Koroitik Women Group to promote agroecology.
My name is Irene Waithera Mureithi. I am a change agent in agroecology. I am a field team lead in Hive Online organization where we work with communities, marginalized communities and farmers. Our main aim is three things. We do provide market linkages to farmers, financial assistance and linkages to farmers, and also we provide extension to farmers. I started with a group of women and youth. The name of the group is called Koroitik Women Group and Sotet Youth Group. So we started doing farming. Before we started farming, I have been training them on several issues, be it savings and resources mobilization, financial management, and also value addition and marketing.
Through practical training, farmers are learning how to restore soil health, conserve biodiversity, and grow food sustainably.
So upon our theory classes, I discovered that there was an issue with the soil fertility in the area. Many of our farmers had not done soil testing. So we started doing the soil testing on the ground. We were just doing locally.
Indigenous crops, once overlooked, are making a comeback. Grown using organic inputs, these crops are not only nutritious but also resilient to changing climates.
Most of our farmers were doing monocropping. They were only planting potatoes, and that is what they were consuming. So there was an issue with nutrition and also diet. Their income, we cannot equate nutrition to the income that they get because it was not diverse. They were only doing potato farming. So as a result of that, I conducted a participatory action survey with our farmers as our main actors. Here we are using farmers as researchers because they create solutions in their own context.
Farmers are turning to locally available resources to enrich their soils. Manure from cattle and chicken is carefully prepared and applied to the land, restoring fertility naturally. Even rapid urine is being used as an organic solution, boosting crop health and helping manage pests without harmful chemicals.
So after the participatory action survey, from the key informant questionnaires and interviews with our farmers, we found that there were several underlying issues in the ground. We had several diseases such as hypertension, diabetes, and ulcers. And in mid to address those challenges, we decided to do agroecology that addresses nutrition and diets through diversity. We are protecting our soil by doing composting. We are using compost manure and also mulching, as you can see from our beetroots, as well as soil and water conservation. Another thing that we are doing is input reduction. We are minimizing the use of chemical fertilizers or inorganic fertilizers. So by that, we are using our locally available resources. We are using, like in this farm, we used goat manure, we used farmyard manure, compost manure, and we were also able to use rabbit urine for integrated pest management. We are also controlling our plants by the integrated pest management method by use of spring onions that are bordering the spinach and also the kales, so that they can act as repellents to the plants.
Nimejifundisha kupanda hii mboga kienyeji. Zamani tulikuwa nakulanga saka zamani, lakini siku hizi yamepotea. Sasa tumelaliwa na kula hii ya nini kama sukuma kama cabbage, lakini siku hizi yamefundishwa mpaka tukule ile ya zamani. Tumepanda hii mboga na organic. Zamani tulikuwa napandanga tu kipata posho tulikuwa nawekanga, lakini sasa hawezi wekanga.
Instead of relying on synthetic inputs, These natural methods are protecting both the environment and the health of the farmers.
When it comes to the control of the diseases, we use the biodiversity. Biodiversity now, we don't apply the chemicals. We just use the chilies. We incorporate the repellent. For example, we have the spring onions. This one act as the repellent. Sometimes we use the marigold. They act as the pest repellent. So by so doing, the farmers will consume the safe vegetables without the use of the external chemical or the inorganic chemical. And we know most of the inorganic chemical, they have what we call the long residual effect. They remain in these leaves for a long time because most of our farmers, they don't follow what we call the pre-harvest interval. If the farmers will continue using organic or biodiversity, they will consume safe vegetables, and then the vegetables can even get can fetch a good market price in our local market, because most of the consumers will prefer this agroecological product.
Tunachanganya isiek, samadi, mariko, makoja ya sungura na jifu. Saa hiyo mbolea tulikuwa ndio tutumia tukipanda mboga, lakini zamani hatukuwa tukijua, lakini siku hizi tumejua kupanda. Kwa mashamba yetu tuko na spinach, managu, isaga, sukuma, cabbage, na tulikuwa na challenge. Tulikuwa tuna magonjwa mingi. Saa vile Irene alifika, tukajua kubalance diet, nutrition. Saa ndio tukapanda hizi mboga, imetusaidia kabisa as a group.
For many, agroecology is more than a farming method. It is a pathway to food security and now a growing source of income.
Hebu tumia mbolea ile ya ng'ombe ya kienyeji, alafu tusipate hii magonjwa. Kwa sababu ukiingia kwa boma, mtu ako na pressure, mtu ako na diabetes, mtu ako na shida mingi, na anakula tena labda viazi, mchele. Anashinda na viazi, mchele na chai. Hakuwa anajua kukula nutrition. So hapo tuliona ni shida. Irene akaingia akatufunza. Mbele ya hawa sasa CAF sisi tulikuwa tunafunza, ingawa tulikuwa tunafunza wanaashu. Lakini tuliunda kikundi ya Koroitic Women Group. Hapo sasa tulijifunza mambo mingi.
With access to new markets, including online platform, farmers are now able to sell their produce beyond their local communities.
When we started this project, as you will hear also from the key respondents, we had a challenge with income, households' income and nutrition. Our farmers were not eating nutrients-dense foods, and also they were not getting something from their farms. This is because of brokers. There are so many brokers in Kuresoi South who come and pick the commodities at very low prices. So us linking the farmers to the market, it's made the household income to increase.
Soko ilikuwa changamoto kwetu, lakini wakati project ilikuja kwetu, akatusaidia sana kwa mambo ya market. Na kitu ingine ambayo ilikuwa changamoto kwetu, ilikuwa awareness ya mambo ya kupanda viazi, kupanda kitu ambayo inatuletea pesa kama vijana. Na hiyo kitu sahi hatuna maneno, kwa sababu hii project kama tulinua kama vijana, tumepata pesa na mambo mingi ambayo imekuja kwetu kubadilisha maisha. Na kuna app ambayo hii project kama tuletea, na hiyo project kama tusaidia sisi sana. Inaitwa mycop.online. Inatoka organization inaitwa Evo Online. Na hiyo project app, sasa unatuma viazi pale kama uko na how many tons, na unapata clients hapo. Na hiyo clients anakuja direct mpaka pale huko. Na hiyo ilikuwa changamoto kwetu sisi kama vijana, kwa sababu tulikuwa changamoto. Hiyo brokers ametumaliza sana.
Hapo itatusaidia sababu tuko na watoto wa shule. Tuko na watoto wenye tunalisha. So hapo itatusaidia. Tukipata hata mahali pa kuuzia mboga yetu, hapo tutasaidia familia yetu. Kwa vitu ndogo ndogo kama sukari, vitu ya jikoni, tutasaidia wazee, hata tutafalisha watoto.
What was once subsistence farming is steadily becoming a sustainable business, bringing new opportunities and financial stability.
So this is practical agroecology on the ground, and I am happy that we can see the results. As we were starting, several farmers, they were saying that this thing cannot be done. They did not believe that agroecology can bring these great results. But right now, we have been able to transform their mindsets in the food systems, and they are able to see that the inorganic manure is not better as organic, because organic gets depleted slowly in the soil, and it's also provide greater results. It's healthier to ourselves and also to the environment. And for sustainability, we are ensuring that these farmers own up the project. They themselves have these plants in their homes, and they are also learning from the demo.
Na sasa tumepanda kienyeji na kuuza. Hata juzi nilichuna na kupeleka kwa soko kidogo nikapata 200. Hata boma yangu mzee alifurahia hiyo, aka extend kitchen garden.
Tumepata pesa ya kuskuliza watoto ya shule. Mimi ni hakuna mzee, lakini tumesaidiana na hiyo vitu na mboga na hii kuku.
Nikiuza mimi nasaidia watoto. Mimi nanunulia viatu, saa zingine naendanga kwa shule.
But the journey has not been without challenges. In January, prolonged drought took its toll, leaving some crops withered and fields struggling to survive.
We had issues with drought. When we started this project, it was very dry in November last year. So we had issues with irrigation. We were using water from a neighboring well and it got dried. So farmers needed to go some kilometers so that they can fetch water to irrigate our plants.
Shida yenye tulikuwa nayo ilikuwa shida kubwa. Hatuna maji. Lakini kwa kusoma kwetu tulikuwa tunataka tusome mpaka itokee kama tumesoma. Tukatoa maji kutokea mbali tukinyunyiza.
These setbacks are a stark reminder of these realities of climate change and the vulnerability faced by the small-scale farmers. Yet through resilience and shared knowledge, the community continues to adapt, finding ways to rebuild and protect their harvest. And beyond the farms, the impact is felt across families and the wider community through better nutrition, stronger incomes, and renewed hope. In Keringet, the seeds of change have been planted, nurtured by knowledge, resilience, and care for the land. These farmers are now cultivating a future that is sustainable, self-resilient, and full of promise.
So for whoever who is watching me, wherever you are, I would wish to tell you that let's embrace growing our own food using agroecological principles. And what you're supposed to know is that change starts with you and me. For us to have a transformational food system, we need all these actors. We need you as a producer, we need consumers, we also need you to stand in the policy places so that we can fight for our soils. We want also to fight for our health and ensure that our environment is well put. Special thanks to IFOAM International and BioVision Trust Foundation for the mentoring sessions that we've been having virtually. And I'll also want to thank Pelham Kenya for the mentorship sessions on land rights and resource management. I am happy that I am able to say that more than 20 farmers are able to access land and also use it as a resource.
Agroecology, growing not just food, but a better tomorrow.